the Real Madrid game against Girona in La Liga. It's every game at this point in the season is very, very important, right? But if Madrid loses this game or drop a point, then it's 100% over for them for their title chase. So let's see if Girona can actually do back-to-back win against Real Madrid this season. They won Madrid a couple of months ago. I think it's not up to 2 months, right? Yeah, that they last won Madrid. So let's see if they are going to get a double on Madrid this season. Let's get the likes up, guys. For those who are just joining, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Noble's View. Let's get it going. Ole cool. Tell me something where I know fit to. Okay. Give us the predictions in the chat, guys. For me, I will go for a 3-1 Madrid win against Girona. Yes, I know Madrid has an important game in the Champions League, but they also need to win this game, because if they don't win it, it's going to affect their confidence going into the Bayern second leg. Yeah, bro. The only James says, Nobu, you're 1 minute late. Are you okay? Yes, I'm good, bro. I honestly didn't know there was a match today. Yeah, I just knew about the match, I would say less than an hour ago, because I was thinking it's tomorrow. By this time tomorrow, I didn't know it's on Friday, 7 p.m. UK time. Falal Alawan says Real Madrid will win. Yeah, I think, like I said, Madrid is going to win this game 3-1. So let's see if it's going to be a win for Madrid or not. Give us the predictions in the chat, guys. Give us the predictions. Ranji, welcome back. Welcome back. Nice to have you back on the channel, Ranji. The game has already started, so let me know in the chat, guys. What are your predictions for the Madrid game, guys? Let me know in the chat. Like I said, I'm going for a 3-1 Madrid win against Girona. Madrid lost the first leg, and let's see if they can actually win the second leg against Girona. It's a very, very crucial game. Yeah, so let's get it going, guys. Let's get it going. Ole cool. Yeah, give me your predictions in the chat. I think, like I said when I started this stream, if Madrid loses this game or even play a draw, then 100% the league is over for them. And even the Champions League is still not guaranteed, because Bayern has 1 goal advantage over Madrid in the quarterfinals. So it's really, really a very, very tough season for Madrid. I think that the Madrid coach definitely is going to leave at the end of the season, right? Yeah, I think Abelwa is going to leave at the end of the season, because personally I do think he's an average coach. He's not up to the level of Real Madrid. Yeah, Abelwa for me is an average coach. He's still an amateur. Alawal says Real Madrid will win. Yeah, definitely I'm looking towards a Madrid win. Randy says sad Courtois got injured. Yeah, I've said this for months now that Courtois, I think he and Valverde are the best players of Madrid this season, okay, including Mbappe. Yeah, I would say Thibaut Courtois, Mbappe and Valverde are the 3 most important players at Real Madrid this season, because those guys have been flawless all season, and they've been very, very crucial to Madrid's games this season. Mbappe got injured, and I think he missed a couple of games. The Man City games, home and away in the Champions League, he missed them. Yeah, so he's very crucial. Valverde has been always present. Thibaut Courtois got injured for about 1 month now, and it's going to be very, very painful for Madrid. The only James says, Noble, have you seen the Martin Fernandez? I've not checked that kid, honestly. I've not checked him. It's actually the first time I'm hearing about him. I thought you were actually referring to Mateus Fernandez of Wolves, the Portuguese guy. I didn't know you were talking about a different player. But when I have time, I'll check him out though. Yeah, definitely I'll check him out when I have time. Anas Majobi says, okay, you're laughing. All right. Anas Majobi, where are you connecting from? Mbappe is playing the game. It's at the Bernabeu, so Madrid need to go all out to win this game. Yeah, they need to go all out to win this game, definitely. Is that Gule? Okay, Brian Diaz. Carvajal. I think, will Carvajal play against Bayern in the Champions League? Arnold wasn't 100%, right? But I don't think Carvajal is going to start. I think he's playing Camavinga today because Tchouaméni is going to be out of the Champions League. So Abelua is trying to see how he can integrate these guys into the game. But yeah, nice one, Carvajal. Nah, that's not a good ball, Valverde. That's not a good one, honestly. Jamila Hamiziane says, react on me. Okay, Jamila says, don't talk about me, BG Army. Jamila, have you been on the channel before? Because that name is the first time I'm seeing your name on the channel. I know I can't have all the names of the 2,300 something subscribers on my channel, but there are some names I will see and I'll be like, yeah, I've seen this name before. But that name, I don't think I've seen that name. Maybe you changed your name. BG Army, welcome back. Nice to have you back, BG Army. Mbappe was close to scoring. I like the intensity from Madrid in this game. Yeah, that's a very good control. Ooh, I think if he had controlled that, but the ball was a little bit quicker. If not, that would have been a very good goal. Honestly, it would have been a very good goal. But I'm really happy with the intensity that Madrid is playing with tonight. Honestly, yeah, I'm really happy with it. Guys, let's get the likes up and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Also, do let us know in the chat where you're connecting from. Falal says Real Madrid 5-0. Okay, you're going for a 5-0 Madrid win. Alright. I don't think it's going to be up to 5, right? But I do think Madrid is capable of winning this game tonight. Ooh, Camavinga, that's good. I think Madrid is capable of winning this game tonight against Girona. Yeah, Girona won Madrid in the first leg. And I think that was Alonso's last game. Or the game before, by the way. Ooh, that's a very good pass from Camavinga to Mbappe. I think the Girona loss was, would I say, the last game of what was his name? The last game of Xabi Alonso, or 2 games before he left Madrid. Yeah, it's a very tough one for them. Yeah, it's a very tough one for them. Jamila says, about me, you're Muslim. I'm not a Muslim, I'm a Christian. Is it Aksna says, Salam alaikum, Dagestan, Russia. Alaikum assalam. Nice to have you on the channel, brother. Bijami says Mbappe is average Sunday league player, bro. And you have Mbappe on your profile picture. I see you are really obsessed with Kylian Mbappe, Bijami. You are really obsessed with Kylian Mbappe. Why is this goalkeeper not out? Lunin, what are you doing deep in your 6-yard box? You should have come out for that ball because Militao was at least giving you shield to come out for the ball. I think if that was Thibaut Courtois, definitely he would come out for that. Yeah, nice pass from Camavinga. Brahim, release the ball on time. Diaz, look at the nonsense pass you're giving. Behind. All these players are just too quick. Sometimes they can be very annoying. Just too quick and fast for their brains. BGME says, James, I forgot to laugh, bro. Try better joke. Is this Witzel? That guy looks like Witzel. The only James says, BGME, I forgot to laugh, bro. Try a better joke. You guys, you guys are very funny, honestly. Nah, that ball is too much. Jamila says, Salam alaikum. Yeah, alaikum assalama. Tchouaméni is playing as well. Okay, that's Vini Jr., not Tchouaméni. Yeah, I thought that was Tchouaméni because I think Kamavinga came in place of Aurelien Tchouameni. Vini, what kind of ball is that, Vinicius? What kind of ball is this, bro? Come on. Jamila, have you subscribed to the channel? Dean Hoyson on the bench. Dean Hoyson on the bench. Also, Tchouameni on the bench as well. Bijami says, Nobu, you know profile picture with Mbappe is dictator Mbappe. I don't know what, like I said, I don't know what your obsession is with Kylian Mbappe, honestly. I really do not know what your obsession is with Kylian Mbappe. Madrid is playing with intensity in this game, Jude. Okay, Adagula is not in the game. I think Brahim Diaz came in place of Mbappe. Go ball! Damn! That was close. Kylian Mbappe. What? Man, I thought that was a goal, honestly. S. Bilal says, you don't remember me, IG? S. Bilal, nice to have you back on the channel, bro. Who is shooting that ball? Garcia. Fran Garcia. That was a good ball from Kylian Mbappe. Navneet Mishra says, yo, what's up? Yeah, I'm doing amazing. It's been a while we had you on the channel, Mishra. It's nice to have you back. I think it's been a while we had lots of our Indian friends. Yeah. Mbappe. Whoosh. Offside. Damn. It's been a while we had lots of our Indian friends on the channel. Yeah, our Indian friends and our Pakistani friends. It's been a very long time we had them. Most of them have not been as consistent as they were. And there was a time we used to get lots of Indians and Pakistanis steady on the channel. Yeah, steady. That's a good press from Jude. That's one of the things I love about Jude. He's got the legs. He can run. He can actually do beats here and there. At least you have him as an extra body in the midfield. Nice one, Fran Garcia. Nice one. I think Madrid need to do all they can to score early in the game and possibly look for a second and third goal. So let's see. They are playing well so far. Jamila says, at BGMI dictator Mbappe. You guys shouldn't listen to BGMI. He's just so obsessed with Kylian Mbappe that he he cannot go a day without talking about Mbappe. Yeah, he can't go a day without talking about Mbappe, and he always tries to go with the whole dictator Mbappe, which for me is very funny. Jamila Hamziane says subscribe. Yeah, guys, let's get the likes up and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let's get it up, guys. Bijami says, I'm famous person on this channel, bro. Everyone speaks to me. Aaron Dineni says, Bijami shows up every stream. I swear. Yeah, Bijami has, I think Bijami and Mariam are the two most consistent members on the channel. Yeah, Mariam is writing her exam. Okay, she's done with her exams, by the way. Yeah, she's very consistent. The same with BGMI. We also have Anthony the Goat. Most times he's present. Yeah, the support from all of you is amazing. Mishra says, BGMI, I just asked because of our matter. What matter is that? Bijami says, I'm most active person on the channel, bro. No debate. Yeah, that's why I said you are number one, Mariam number two. Who is number three? I would go. I think recently James has been very consistent recently in the past couple of weeks. Yeah, James has been very consistent, but Anthony the Goat, sometimes he comes on and goes off. A cool one as well. So we have lots of people who are active on the channel, by the way. Yeah, we have lots of people who are active on the channel, by the way. Guys, let's get the likes up. Let's get it up. It's still 0-0 for Real Madrid against Girona at the Bernabeu. Let us know what your predictions are, guys. It's 14 minutes that has been played so far. No goals yet. But Madrid is getting lots of chances, right? They are getting... I think Mbappe has had about 2 or 3 clear chances to score. So let's see if Madrid can actually get a goal early on in the first half. BGM says James is active but without ball knowledge. Come on, bro. The only James says, let's go. I'm number 3. Let's go. BGM, one thing you have to understand, if someone has a contrary opinion of you, that is, a totally different thing from what your thoughts are about a particular topic, it doesn't mean that person doesn't have ball knowledge. This is the mistake some people make. When someone has a divergent view, they just see it like, this person has 0 ball knowledge. And I'm like, come on. Football is an opinion sport, right? And different people have different opinions. So you don't expect my opinion to be exactly yours, because we are 2 different individuals. Yeah, there are some individuals that can actually have similar opinions and line of thoughts, right? But if we have different opinions, it doesn't mean that you don't have ball knowledge or that I don't have ball knowledge. Nah. Except maybe someone makes a comment that is just off, right? For example, the kind of comments that Nothing made on the channel earlier this week, talking about Gigi Buffon, that Gigi Buffon is a mid goalkeeper that was actually protected by top defenders. Now that kind of take, I know it's his opinion, right? But that opinion for me is a silly one. Yeah, it's on those rare occasions that I can say, okay, now in as much as people are entitled to their opinions, right? But there are some opinions that are just silly opinions. So those are in rare occasions. Muhaddin Jevnelov says Mbappe being bad, losing chances. Yeah, Mbappe has missed about 2 or 3 clear chances in this game. I think he needs to convert more of these chances. And this same thing happened in the Champions League. Mbappe missed about 5, let's say 4 or 5 clear chances. They were supposed to be goals. So it's a really tough one, honestly. I think Mbappe needs to start scoring. It's been a while he scored for Madrid. Yeah, I know he's been injured for weeks before the international break, and yeah, he's the key player for Madrid in attack. Vini Jr. for me this season has been off and on. He's not been as consistent as we know Vini to be. Yeah, he's not been as consistent. But let's see, guys. Guys, what are your thoughts so far about the game, and also your prediction for this game? Like I said earlier on the stream, I'm going for a 3-1 Madrid against Girona. Jude, what sort of nonsense is that? You're waiting for the referee to blow the ball for you when you were there playing nonsense. Stand up and play your ball, Jude Bellingham. Muhaddin, where are you connecting from? Adagula says, I think Mo Salah will fit in Galatasaray instead of Sane. Nah, I don't think Gala should go for Mo Salah. Mo Salah for me is done with playing at the very top level or a particular tournament that is still very, very much competitive. Yeah, Vini, shoot. I think Salah should just go to Saudi Arabia or maybe MLS, but I think Saudi will give him more money. Yeah, so that's my thought on Mo Salah. Aaron Dineni says, what place am I, Noble? Aaron Dineni, you used to be very active on the channel, but for months now you've not been as active as you were when you joined earlier. Tesos Suli says, hello my friend. Yeah, Tesos, nice to have you back. Hope you're doing good, brother. Falal says Mo Salah will be leaving. Yeah, Salah has already announced that he's going to leave Liverpool at the end of the season. Also, Andy Robertson. Maybe we'll also get another statement from Virgil van Dijk. The only James says Neuer top 10. My opinion. Yeah, definitely. I have Manuel. I think Manuel Neuer is like my number 6. Yeah, I think Neuer is my number 6 or 7 when it comes to goalkeepers of all time. He's definitely my top 10 for goalkeepers of all time. Jamila says, what is the stand of Real Madrid? I think 0-0. At this point, 20 minutes have been played, no goals yet, and it's 0-0. But full time, I'm going for a 3-1 Madrid win against Girona. Aragula says, new above 10. You mean Neuer? Okay, Fran Garcia. Vini. Man, the drop off from Vini is very, very shocking. Sincerely, it's very shocking. Bijami says David Raya greater than new. Is it Neuer you want to write there? Nah, David Raya. The total package of Raya and Neuer, definitely Neuer is greater than David Raya, right? But if we are talking of this season, yeah, Neuer is playing amazing this season, right? But my top 3 right now is Courtois, Raya, and Donnarumma. And possibly Neuer right now having in my top 5 like current goalkeepers now. I think it will be tough. I know he did amazing against Madrid in the quarterfinals first leg, but yeah, I know he's 40 years, right? But I don't want to focus mainly on this season. But I'm just looking at the total package of the player and the legend, Manuel Neuer. He revitalized football in terms of playing from the back, how goalkeepers approach the game. Vini, nah, that's too far. Vini, what the heck? What's wrong with Vini Jr.? I thought he was supposed to use Fran Garcia as a decoy, shoot that ball. Just wasting opportunities here and there. Oh God. Mariam says, Assalamu alaikum. How are you, Noble? Alaikum assalam, Mariam. I'm doing amazing. Thank you very much. Jude, just an inch. Just an inch more and it will get in. I just go into the net. Cristiano FC says, will Bayern or Madrid win the next leg and advance? Bayern and Madrid at the Allianz Arena. I will say that game is still a 50-50. Yeah, it's still very much open. Right? It's still a very, very much open game. Regardless of the fact that Madrid is trailing by 1 goal, they lost that game 2-1. Yeah, but I still think Madrid has a chance to qualify to the semi-finals, but the chances are very, very slim. But in the realms of the Champions League for Madrid, it's a different thing for them, and they have a better head-to-head against Bayern. But Bayern won that game in the first leg, so let's see what happens in the second. Man, there are too many charts here. I'll try to see. What the? Wow, that's a very good shot from. What's this boy's name? Okay, it's not the person I was looking at though. Now, this is a very good strike. Fantastic strike from the Girona guy. Yeah. Jeshanu Singh says FCB 1-2 Bayern Su. Yeah, it's a 2-1 win for Bayern in the first leg, right? But let's see what happens though. Let's see what happens in the second leg. The second leg, Kamavinga, you're putting yourself in a very tight position. That's not good. That is not good. Mariam says, Noble, keep up the good work. There are a lot of comments you need to read, my friend. Yeah, the comments are just too many. Cristiano FC says, Madrid just needs one goal to tie. Yeah, that's why I said after that game that there is still hope. Madrid just need to do all they can to score first. If they get the first goal, then they push for the second. Now, if they don't score and concede, then it's a problem for them, because if they concede, they would need to score 2 goals to get back into the game. And Bayern is not an easy team to play against. Yeah, I know the likes of Upamecano is abysmal. I really do not rate Dayot Upamecano, but he's the only person in that defense that is very much likely to make silly mistakes that would cost his team. Aside that, Jonathan Tah is pretty solid. Ooh, no, Vini. Come on, Vinicius. You guys are having lots of chances. I don't understand what's going on here. I don't understand. A fan chick says Bayern will win in the second leg 3-2. Well, 3-2. It's very much possible. Like I said, that game is going to be very tight. It's not going to be like a 4-0 or a 5-0 win for Bayern against Madrid. Nah, I don't think that's going to be the case. But it's going to be a very, very fierce match. Well contested. Let the best team win. That's what I would say. Yeah. But if Madrid narrowly scales through to the semi-finals, then you have to look at them as a favorite, guys, because Bayern for me are the best team right now in the Champions League, followed by PSG. So it's going to be very interesting. Let's see how that plays out. Philho Daput. Is it Daputi or Daput? I hope I pronounced your name correctly. There are so many difficult names for me to pronounce, and sometimes I have difficulties pronouncing those names. Some names that I've not seen or heard before. Yeah, but I'll try my best to see if I can pronounce the names correctly. Phil Hodaputi says hi. Phil Hodaputi, where are you connecting from? The only James says, Noble, today is intense for my brother because it's the final match for the league and Fulham are playing Chelsea now and are drawing 1-1, but Manchester United needs to win the league. Is it the under 18 or under 21? Because before I went live, that was a good one, Vinny. Before I went live, Man United were losing to Newcastle 2-0. I think when I left, the game was about 15 or 17 minutes. Very early, Man United under 21 was losing. But the under 18, I think Man United under 18 are doing pretty well. Kavaha crossed that ball. Go! Whoosh! What? Vavade! Hey! Boy, I thought this was a goal. Honestly. That's a very good cross from Dani Kavaha. I already counted this as a goal. Corner kick for Madrid. Damn, that was close. That was close. I honestly thought this was a goal, guys. Come on, Madrid. You guys should give us something to cheer for. Lost 3 games in a row? Madrid has lost, 3 games? They lost the La Liga game, lost the Champions League, and now another league game against Girona. They need to win this match, honestly. M Fan Chick says, I think both will use their chances better with the better result for Bayern. Madrid had better chances in the first leg, right? They had better chances than Bayern in that game. But Madrid lost pretty much all the chances that they had because Manenoya made 9 saves in that game and Madrid was just able to score 1 goal. So that's to tell you that they had about 10 chances, right? Manenoya didn't save the only goal that Madrid scored in that game. So it's really a tough one. But like I said, that game is still a 50-50. Madrid just have 1 goal deficit. So it's still big, but it's not an impossible task to achieve. Yeah, the goalkeeper of Girona has made a couple of saves tonight. Ashi says, what are you watching, Noble? Real Madrid? Yeah, I'm watching the Real Madrid game against Girona. I almost forgot Madrid had a match today. Man, there are so many messages. I'm trying to see how I can meet up with the messages. Mariam says, Noble. Yeah, I think I skipped lots of messages. Larami Valineda says, non-red card. Which red card? Which game are you referring to? Larami Valineda, which game are you referring to? Bijami says, Falal, do you want time out? What's going on? Mariam says, Falal, calm down, bro. Falal says, Bijami, stop. There is so many. Why are you ignoring my messages? Falal, I can't read all the messages, bro. Right? I really cannot read all of them. I'm trying my best to see how I can read as many. Yeah, so you guys should be patient with me. I'm just trying to see how that can go. I'm just trying. Yeah, so please, let's get the likes up, guys. Jeffrey Piri Boom says hi. Jeffrey, where are you connecting from? Girona? Okay, no red card for Girona. I'm surprised someone is talking about a red card in the chat. I'm like, which game are you talking about a red card? Chimezie Samuel says hi. Chimezie Samuel, welcome to the channel. I think it's your first time. Kekime. Are you in Nigeria now, Chimezie? Jeffrey says Netherlands. Okay. Are you from what is it called? Amsterdam. Yeah, the most popular city in the Netherlands is Amsterdam. Feyenoord, is Feyenoord a city or just a club? Jeffrey, is Feyenoord a city or just a club in the Netherlands? BGME says top 5 most active persons on the channel all time. BGME 1, AM Edit 2, Mariam 3, Ronaldo Goat 4, and Ishkan 5. I don't think so. For the AM Edit one, I think Mariam is more active than AM Edit is. Yeah. AM Edit has not been active for more than 2 months, I would say. Yeah, he's not been active for more than 2 months. BGME says Ronaldo got in top 5, but he was a very bad person. Yeah. Jeffrey says no, I'm more from the northern part. Okay, which part? Oosh, Vinny Jr. That was close. Jeffrey, which parts are in the northern part of Netherlands? Which like cities? Which popular cities are in the northern part of the Netherlands? Chimeze Samuel, where are you connecting from? Asensio, play that ball safe. Play safe. Better. Davido says hello. Davido, welcome back. Hope you had a great day. Vinny Jr. is getting into good positions, but he's not scoring the goals. Pass your ball. He's getting into good positions, but scoring a goal is the problem. BJami says, but Emedit back days was active a lot. Yeah, he was active for a very long time, but I think for about 2 months plus now, he's not been active. Aaron Dineni says, I'm gonna go Noble. Hopefully see you tomorrow. Alright, thank you very much, Aaron. And I hope you have an amazing night. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a live watch along tomorrow for the Arsenal game. Arsenal has a game tomorrow. Yeah, they are playing AFC Bournemouth. I think that game is going to be a very, very tough one for the Gunners. Very tough game. But let's see what happens. Mariam says, like and sub, guys. Yeah, guys, let's get the likes up. We just have only 10 likes on this stream, and we've had lots of people join the stream. So let's get the likes up, guys. Let's get it up. The only James says, Noble, I was seeing a video of one of my favorite YouTubers, and I saw Anthony. The chat, I checked, it was actually him. You mean Anthony the GOAT? BG Ami says Ronaldo GOAT also deserve all-time top 5 only by the active. Ronaldo GOAT. Yeah, it's been a while I saw him though. It's been a while. But earlier on, about 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 5 months ago, that guy was a menace on the channel. It was a very, very big problem. Very big problem. Park Wowo says Hala Madrid. Park Wowo. Hala Madrid, bro. Where are you connecting from, Park Wowo? Yeah, that's a foul ball. Why? Yeah, it's a foul ball. Okay, the captain of Girona is not happy with Kylian Mbappe. Mariam says, Anthony the GOAT, I see him everywhere. Really? Why is he giving Kylian Mbappe a yellow card for that? Why is the referee giving Mbappe a yellow card for that? Come on. Mbappe, just calm down and continue with your game. Vini Jr., just step away, bro. Just step away, Vini. Before this is another incident. Mohamed Nasir says, bro, who is a Real Madrid fan? Yeah, Madrid is my second team, so I'm also a Madrid fan. Bijami says, Ronaldo GOAT is not joining because you hide him on all accounts. I'm happy that he actually walked alone without his channel. The guy is a big problem. Yeah, he always disturbs the channel. I haven't forgot about him, by the way. The only James says Fulham are winning. Manchester need to win now to secure the title. Let's hope they win to get a noble. Okay, let's hope they win. The Man United under 18 is doing pretty well. The likes of JJ Gabriel, Kai Rooney, right? Also, you have Chido B. Martins. Yeah, they are doing very well. I think there are a couple of Shelesi. Yeah, Shelesi is also playing with them. There are a couple of young players for Man United that are doing very well. Gamer says Navneet Mishra. Navneet Mishra joined earlier on. Are you Navneet Mishra on a second account? Carvajal crossed that ball well. Come on. Jude. Nah, what kind of pass is this? Jude Bellingham. What kind of pass is this? Militao. Man, I really miss Eder Militao. It's just this injury that has messed up with his career. Honestly, the combination of Rudiger and Eder Militao is solid. Very solid. Asensio, can you shoot? What are you doing now? What kind of ball is this? You've already made that good run, Asensio. Score the goal. Yeah? Hey, score this goal now. As a defender, get your balance. You are supposed to know, get your balance. You are just kicking the ball like that. Get your balance first. Any contact, it's a penalty. We guys are just wasting opportunities anyhow. 38 minutes, no goal yet. Come on, Madrid. This is shocking. Murat D says, yo, my bro Noble is here. Hi, how are you? I'm doing amazing. Murat D, nice to have you back. Edit says, I'm also wearing white today. Hala Madrid. Yeah, Hala Madrid, bro. Hala Madrid. Guys, let's get the likes up and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Referee, that's an elbow to Fran Garcia's ear. It's supposed to be a card. That's a card offense to the captain of Girona. What's his name? Look at the ear of Fran Garcia. I think VAR needs to review this. Because that's really a very bad thing from the Girona captain. The elbow to Fran Garcia's ear. Look at his face. And now. Yeah, he's really injured, this guy. Garcia is bleeding. The only James says Hala Madrid. Yeah, bro, Hala Madrid. It's Vibe Half says, Nene, BG Army, what the F is your profile picture, bro? He's just an Mbappe hater. Yeah. He's just an Mbappe hater. Nah, this doesn't look good. That challenge from Anau, elbow to Fran Garcia's ear, and he's bleeding. Whoosh. That doesn't look good. Bijami says Italy football is actually dead. Fiorentina can't come back by losing 3-0, and Bologna will be only one team to survive. Italian football is not doing well at the moment. Yeah, the only team in Italy that looks as though they were doing something was Inter Milan. In the last 4 years, they've played 2 finals, I think. One against Man City, the other against PSG. Yeah, the Man City one, they lost with their heads held high. But the PSG one was a disgrace. It didn't look like a final, honestly. It didn't look like a final. Okay. AM Edit says, Vibe works for Mbappe. Yeah, BGM is just so obsessed with Kylian Mbappe. That's just the only explanation. It's Vibe says, got it. It will be better if I don't mess with you. Karim says, Galatasaray 3-2 Manchester United. This is actually what Andre Onana has cost for us. Yeah, to have Galatasaray fans try to troll Man United. It's just a mess, honestly. What Andre Onana has done to Man United. BGMI says up the Milan. The only James says, no, but this might be a hot take, but I think Mendy should start instead of Fran Garcia. Man, Mendy is good, but his problem is that injury. Mendy is always injured. He's one of the players on the top of my list that Madrid need to sell or just loan him out. He's 30. Mbappe, go bo. Yeah. Is it Vinny Junior or Bellingham? It's Vinny that missed this goal. What? Nah. Look at that cross from Carvajal. Like this cross was fantastic. Carvajal to Mbappe to Vinny. Damn, this was close. I think if this was a taller person, it would have been a goal, honestly. That was a very, very good chance over there. What a miss. Madrid has been missing lots of chances in this game. They've missed more than 6 clear chances. Come on. The only James says, Noble, okay, I think I've read that out, that message. BJami says, James, finally you got ball knowledge. AM Edit says, Michael Olise might break Messi record of 32 assists in whole season. Yeah, Olise currently have 28. Yeah. Olise currently has 28 assists. Bayern is yet to play. I think Bayern will play tomorrow. Olise has 28, so he's very close to beating Messi's record, and he's played 20 fewer games. Messi played over 60 games that season in 2011. But right now, Olise has played about 40-something or 40 games. So it's going to be a very, very good record for Michael Olise to beat that record held by Lionel Messi. And Messi has held that record for about, 15 years? Yeah, 211. Yeah, man, time flies. 211, it's already 15 years. And I remember that 2011 final that Man United lost to FC Barcelona. I think that final was lost at Wembley. It was a 3-1 when Rooney scored in that final. Yeah, I remember Darren Fletcher missed that final due to I think it was multiple yellow cards that made him miss that final against Barcelona. And I think if he had played that final, United would have at least fought really, really hard to win that game. Honestly. Guys, let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Will Tracy says, how are you today, Noble? Will Tracy, I'm doing amazing. How about you? Hope you're good. Block that ball. It's been a very long time we had you on the channel. Nice to have you back, Will Tracy. The only James says, Noble. Okay, I think I've read that as well. Bijami says, why is Alaba not starting to Madrid? I don't remember that I wire him. Alaba, I think he got injured. Yeah, I think he got injured. Alaba, Ferland Mendy, these are one of the players I'm definitely going to sell. Yeah, at the end of the season, they need to leave. Even Militao, for me, I think Militao needs to leave as well, because he's injury prone. And personally, players that are injury prone, it's very, very difficult. That's why Martinez, I'm a big fan of Lisandro Martinez, but that injury is just too much. Yeah, it's too much. Falal says, I'm sorry. It's all good, bro. Let's just try to do the right thing. Thank you. Bijami says, I think AC Milan will save Italian football and even might win UCL next year. Now, AC Milan is not... Now, AC Milan is still very far. The only team I was looking at that would actually do that was Inter Milan. But Inter this season, yeah, definitely they are going to win the what's it called? The Scudetto, right? But they've been knocked out of the champion. They didn't qualify. Yeah, Inter Milan didn't qualify even to the next round. They were knocked out. So I think it's a tough one for Italian football, honestly. It's a very tough one for Italian football. Italy has not qualified. Is it 3 or 4 World Cups now? Yeah, Italy has not qualified. And they won the 2006. Yeah, they won the 2006 World Cup that was played in Germany. They played that final against France, where Zidane headbutted Materazzi. Zidane was supposed to win the Ballon d'Or that year, but because of that headbutt, they had to give it to Fabio Cannavaro, the captain of the Italian team. Murat D says, bro, you didn't read my message. You can resend the message because there are lots of messages that I skipped, and yeah, I'm trying my best to see how many I can actually read out. Ayman Zari. Yo, bro, it's been a very, very long time. Ayman Zari. Nice to have you back. We are having lots of old subscribers come back recently, and it's really nice. Yeah, I thought maybe you guys have forgotten about Noble's View. They are even, I think, Will Tracy. Will Tracy is also an old subscriber. Will Tracy is back as well. We have lots of old people coming back to the channel. Ice Yakuza says hi. Look at the Bernabeu, the most beautiful stadium in the world right now. I think, okay, the US stadium, there are a couple of fantastic beautiful stadiums in the United States. Yeah, this Bernabeu is one of the best stadiums in the world, and it has a roof that you can just cover it. Mariam says, like and sub, guys, to join our family. Yes, Mariam, thank you very much. Guys, let's get the likes up and subscribe to the channel. Murat D says, why United is worse than City 15 years ago? United was better. Yeah, since Alex Ferguson retired, it's been a very, very terrible period for Man United. Honestly, it's been a very, very terrible period for them. Luka Modric says, why do you hate Asensio? Bro, Asensio is just an average player. Yeah. Raul Asensio is an average player, I would say. I don't fancy his game, sincerely. BGME says, I'm legend. The only James says, W legend. Imanzari says, bro, I missed you so much. What are we talking about? It's a live watch along for the Madrid game. Yeah, it's halftime already. Madrid 0-0 against Girona at the Bernabeu. No goals yet. Madrid has missed lots of chances in this game. Falal Alawal says, do you remember? Remember what? Will Tracy says, everyone sub to Noble. He's a legend. Yeah, thank you very much, Will Tracy. Nice to have you back. Yeah, nice to have you back. Also, I am Anzari. There are many people who have been with the channel for months that are coming back to the stream. It's really nice to have you guys. The only James says Asensio has to go back to Casilla or leave the club at the end of the season. Yeah, like I said, I'm not a big fan of Raul Asensio. Yeah, the guy, he's just filled with too many mistakes. Yeah, he's just filled with too many mistakes, and I think he should be loaned. Yeah, I think Raul Asensio should be loaned out. If they can get a fee for him, fantastic. But Madrid needs to sell him. Honestly, I think Real Madrid need to sell him. Yeah, there's no two ways about it, because his quality for a club as big as Madrid, yes, I know he's a Castilla boy, the B team of Madrid, an academy boy. But his quality is not giving me exactly what I was looking at. The same thing goes for Dean Huijsen. What I expected from him, I'm not seeing that so far. Falal Alawal says, do you remember me? BGME says, yes, buddy. Yeah, of course I remember you, Falal Alawal. Nice to have you. You've been a very big supporter of the channel. Always, you are also one person that is very, very active on the channel. I would say in the past 1 month or 6 weeks, I will definitely have you in the top 5 of the people who are very, very active on the channel. Yeah, Falal Alawal in the past 4 to 6 weeks has been very, very active. Mariam says, man, there was so much cheering outside because there was supposed to be a match between Al Ali and Zamalek today. I had no idea they were chanting long live Al Ali. They won. Then I went to see the match and it turned out to be volleyball. Haha. Well, since you also love volleyball, you would just use it to console yourself, since it wasn't the football game you were actually expecting to see there. BGME says, today I'm high, so even Ronaldo GOAT should get moderator. BGME, are you on alcohol today? Vinny Walker says, Noble, you big dosa. I was looking for you for that PSG game against Liverpool. You were nowhere to be found. The Liverpool game against Manchester City, you were nowhere to be found. Now you've just come out from nowhere. You Liverpool man. I told you that bald man, that bald fraud is going to so deal with Liverpool that the likes of you will be running away from the internet. Yeah, you won't even like to get into football conversations with other teams, because the bad man has actually put you lot in a very, very terrible situation. Yeah, I'm really happy with you guys' predicament right now. The only James says, Noble, can I please be mod soon? Only James, definitely in the next couple of weeks, or would I say months, I might review some of the moderators. Yeah, people who have been active and those who have been inactive. I will review them and try to I'll try to see how I can add some and remove some as well. So let's see how that goes. Falal says Asensio has to go to PSG. Well, I don't think PSG will sign him. If Luis Enrique remains at PSG, I don't think they are going to sign him. But let's see. Anywhere he wants to go, I don't really care. Yeah, so long he's not my beloved Man United, right? He should go anywhere. I don't want to see him at Madrid. That guy's quality for me, except maybe he has possibly a family issue, because I heard his either grandma or granddad died earlier on this season. Maybe that's affecting his performances, but I have not been impressed with him this season. Yeah, last season he was pretty decent, I would say, but this season, nah, he's not giving me what I'm actually looking for from a young defender that came from the academy. Yeah, he's not giving me that, honestly. Will Tracy says, who is your favorite Madrid player? My favorite Madrid player of all time definitely has to be Cristiano Ronaldo. But if you're talking about the current players at Madrid, then definitely it has to be Kylian Mbappe. Secondly, Fede Valverde. I'm a big fan of Fede Valverde. Yeah, I love players who can play every position. They can run off their socks, like do anything possible to help their team. That's Valverde for you. So Valverde for me is my second favorite player at Madrid, honestly. Imanzari says, top 5 best players right now. Am I your top 5 best supporters? Be honest. Sincerely, Imanzari, earlier on you were big, you were very, very active on the channel, but for now, there are people who have surpassed you in the top 5. Yeah, except when you get more active, then you can actually be in the top 5. But for now, there are other persons who have been more active than you are. Edit says, Nobu, did you see Rooney saying he's better than Neymar? And days he never saw Neymar as top player. He says Salah, Hazard, Thierry Henry, and Mane, Kane, Heung-min Son, and Haaland all better. It's crazy disrespect. Nah, all these guys mentioned better than Neymar? Nah, I don't think so. Neymar was top. Yeah, Neymar was top. I really don't know why Rooney would make such comment, right? I watched that video. I think it was the overlap. Yeah. And I already made my stance known about that issue when Rooney said it. Yeah, for me, I think Rooney was just saying that for the clicks. That's just it. Because hell no, Rooney is saying that Heung-min Son and the likes and Hazard are better than Neymar. Nah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. But that's by the way. Vinny Walker says, leave Premiership winner slot alone. You mean person? Why will I leave him alone? Did you leave Man United alone? Now you're saying I should leave I should leave the bald man. Imanzari says, Raul Asensio to the hospital. Here we go. Now I don't wish him the hospital, right? But I just need him to be loaned or sold elsewhere. Yeah. The only James says, Noble, can I please be mod? I think I already answered that question. Only James. Mariam says, did they Al Ali and Zamalek meet, whether in football, volleyball, or any other sport? The streets erupt in chaos. They are completely out of their minds. The streets are filled with shouting. Yeah, it's when you have fans. I think it's because of the rivalry. Yeah, it's because of the rivalry between both teams. That's why it's like that. The End Fighter says, hey, how are you doing? I'm back from yesterday. I subscribed, by the way. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate the support. Thank you very much. Which country are you connecting from, the End Fighters? Because I remembered you, you joined yesterday. Which country did you say you were connecting from? Imanzari says, top 5 players right now, bro. My top 5 players right now, I will have Harry Kane. I will have Kylian Mbappe, Michael Olise. Would I have Erling Haaland in that? Maybe I will have Erling Haaland in that. And I have to put Bruno Fernandes there because, I know he's not in any European competition. If he were, probably he would be my number 1 or number 2. but I'll definitely have Bruno Fernandes in that conversation of top 5 players right now. For me, I think he's the best midfielder in the world right now. There's none that comes close to him. B. Jamie says, James, calm down. Noble and I would decide who gets the mod. No one would beg for the mod. Yeah, I'll definitely look at the different persons and know who to add or remove to the moderators. B. Jamie says, we can get mod but without begging. Okay, AM Edit, I think I've actually responded to that message. Joseph Ntwiga says, was Galacticos project a mistake in Real Madrid? I wouldn't say it was a mistake, right? They did, Florentino Perez did the Galacticos in different generations. I think the first generation he did it with the likes of Ronaldo, Nazario, Zinedine Zidane, Luis Figo. Who else? Was it David Beckham? Yeah. Who else did he sign that period? I think about 5 or 6 of these Galacticos, like world stars, he signed them to Real Madrid. The aim of signing those players, they did not actually actualize or achieve the goals that Florentino Perez had. Then later came the Kaká, Cristiano Ronaldo. Benzema was not a Galactico, right? Yeah, Benzema was just a teenager that was balling very well in France, and he signed him. But the Galacticos that Perez bought were Kaká, Cristiano Ronaldo, Gareth Bale. Yeah, I think these were the 3 Galacticos because Bale was already balling very well in England and he was signed for a huge amount of money, but Benzema wasn't signed for that huge amount of money. And Benzema, yeah, I know Bale was also young when he was signed to join Madrid, but I think Karim Benzema was still younger. So the second generation of the Galacticos actually worked very well for Madrid and it was a success. And that was when Madrid won 5 Champions Leagues within the space of, is it 5? Yeah, Madrid won 5 Champions League or 4. Okay, Madrid won 4 Champions Leagues within the space of 5 years, right? They did the back-to-back. Zidane, 2016, 2017, and 2018. They won 3 straight Champions League. Then in 2014, they won the Champions League with Carlo Ancelotti. So in 5 years, Madrid were able to win the Champions League. Was it in 6 years actually? From 2014 to 2018, Madrid won the Champions League 4 times. So that's 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18 in 5 years. That's a very huge success. So in those 5 years from 2014 to 18, the Galacticos that Madrid signed were very, very successful. So like I said, the first set of the Galacticos were not as successful, or they didn't actually reach the full potential or the main aim that they were signed for. Yeah, but the second set, which was the Ronaldo, Kaká, Bale, you can also add Benzema in it. It depends on how you look at it. So that second set of the Galacticos were actually very successful. But the later one, the Hazard one didn't work. Yeah, Vini was not a Galactico. Vini was just a young kid. They saw his talent and signed him. So I would say the Galacticos project worked for Real Madrid. Yeah, it worked for them. As she says, I'm watching West Ham vs Wolves. Looks like we are in drop zone at the moment. Yeah, I actually forgot that West Ham game, by the way. Let me check the scoreline to see. What's the scoreline, Ashish? Let me check the scoreline of the Wolves game against West Ham. I was actually looking at West Ham. Okay, yeah. I looked at that game that West Ham was going to win. West Ham is leading 1-0 at the moment. Let me look at the table. Mavropanos, the goal scorer. Man. What? Tottenham in the relegation zone. Ashish. Wow. So Tottenham actually is in the relegation zone before Roberto De Zerbi actually kicks the ball for his team. Mariam says, Noble, please read the comments quickly. Yeah, I'm trying to read them quickly and also respond to some questions. Yeah, sometimes I might over-explain some certain questions. CR7 fan says, West Ham are winning here. Yeah, West Ham are winning. It's really nice for West Ham. I knew West Ham and Forest. Nah, it's going to be a very tough one for Tottenham if West Ham finally wins this game against Wolves. Yeah, it's going to be a very tough one for them. Will Tracy says, Noble, prime Ronaldo or prime Messi? You know the answer, right? It's definitely prime Ronaldo. Falal says, do you like me? Why do I need to like my fellow man? I'm not I'm not into men, I'm into women, and I'm married. So why do I need to like you, bro? Come on. Bastian Marin says, hello, I'm back for a long time. Whoa, I think I'm still way behind in the charts. Jude. Nah, Jude, that's very poor. Mariam says, like and sub, guys. Yeah, let's get the likes up, guys. For those who are just joining, don't forget to subscribe. AM Edit says, Mbappe deserves 2024 Ballon d'Or. The Ballon d'Or, for me, I really don't like that award anymore. I've lost interest in it. Yeah, I've lost interest in the award for a very long time. Yeah, I've lost interest in it. BJ says, that's disrespectful to Vinny. Neymar deserves to be here, but not ahead of Vinny. Mariam says, come on, Noble, bro. Try reading the comments quickly and give a short answer. Yeah, I'm really... Sometimes I get carried away with answering the questions. Yeah. AMD says, DSK from front three. Be like always, but prime Bruno 2026. Bruno 2026 this year is on a different level. BGMI says Mbappe should actually get relegated. BGMI, I don't know what your obsession is with Kylian Mbappe. Honestly, I really do not understand it. Yeah, I don't understand what's your obsession about him. Bijami says no lag. Is it lagging? Guys, is it lagging in the chat? Let me be sure. Bijami says, Noble, please read my next comment. Alright. Will Tracy says no. Alright, thank you very much, Will Tracy. Falal Alawal says no. Paco Mahuma says no. Alright, thank you guys very much for the response. Yeah, because I needed to be sure. Yeah, my VPN has been playing some games with me. Paco Mahuma, are you South African? Yeah, because that Mahuma name sounds very much like South African names. Imanzari says, how was your day today from 1 to 10? Mine was an 8. I would say mine was pretty much, let's say an 8.5. Yeah, I would say my day was pretty much around an 8.5. Maybe not up to a 9. Yeah, but I did have an amazing day. Thank you for asking. BGMI says, Noble, me and you will decide at the end of the month who gets the mod. I could speak for myself a little. I have mod knowledge. So how many channels are you a moderator and how long have you been moderating channels? Paco Mahuma says yes. Alright, I actually guessed right. Nice to have you. Are you from Cape Town, Joburg, or Pretoria? Yeah, Madrid just scored, guys. It's 1-0 for Real Madrid. Nice one, nice one. Fede Valverde. Yeah, nice one, Madrid. Get in. You guys should score more goals. I don't know what's going on. Nice one. Imanzari says, okay, I already read that out. Falal Alawal said no. Okay, it was the previous question I asked. Fede Valverde would go for Madrid. The only James says Toni Kroos or Xavi. I will go with Xavi Hernandez. Oosh. Fede Valverde, that was a hell of a strike. Look at what the goalkeeper was trying to do. Oh, wow. Look at how the goalkeeper was trying to do, man. He was trying to pack the ball. Ahmed says Thierry Henry or Neymar. Thierry Henry or Neymar. I will go with Neymar. Yeah, I love TT, but nah, I will go with Neymar. Yeah, for sure. Imanzari says Chelsea and Barca. Do you think it was a robbery? If it's the game I'm thinking of, the one that Chelsea had lots of calls for penalties, and the referee didn't. I think that was in 2000 and was it 2009 or 2010? I've actually forgotten the year. And was it Andreas Iniesta? Iniesta scored the winning goal in that game. Yeah, if that was the game, yeah, that was pure robbery in that game. B. Jamie says, I'm right now, probably 2 channels mod, yours and Kesaraje. Who is Kesaraje? What does he do? B. Jamie says, in Kesaraje, we play the championship esports, bro. Okay, I get it. Mariam says, can you see my comments, bro, or not? Your last comment, Mariam. The comment I saw previously before that one you're asking me now is the no, it's good. That you were saying it's not lagging, that the network is good. I think that was the last comment I saw from you. Yeah, which other comment? I can see your comments, Mariam. Probably you should check your network. This one you're asking me if I can see your comment. Maybe your network is lagging. Maybe you can go off. Ooh, Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. How many more chances do you need to miss, bro? Camavinga. Nah, that's too high, bro. Come on. Edward Camavinga. Fede Valverde. This guy is a machine. Look at that cross. And Mbappe, I think he should have gone with the left foot. Yeah, okay, the left foot won't get the exact accuracy. Ahmed says Thierry Henry 2003 or Neymar 215. Neymar 215 was top. Come on. What is going on, Madrid? You guys are just missing too many chances in this game. Nah, what's going on? Come on. Mariam says, okay, it's good. Alright, Mariam. Imanzari says, bro, Asensio to Colo Colo here. Here we go. Firasa Casey says, Noble, you betrayed me. How did I betray you? Paco Mahuma says, who do you think will win? For this game, I predicted that Madrid was going to win 3-1. At the moment, it's 1-0, right? But I think Madrid still needs to score at least 2 more goals in this game. They've had lots of chances and they just managed to score one about 2 minutes ago. So they need to score 2 more goals at least in the game, so as not to give Girona any chance to dream that they can actually come back in the game. Ahmed says 2 best primes that not win Ballon d'Or, but Thierry Henry not winning the Ballon d'Or is much big robbery. TT, would it? I don't know if I would say TT actually deserved the Ballon d'Or, but TT is a legend. Yeah, he's a legend of the game for sure. Bijami says, I think by mistake I hide Mariam. Nah, you can't hide Mariam because she's a moderator. So I am the only one that can actually hide any person, including the moderator. So I know that's just a joke, by the way. Liverpool edit says Salah. Yeah, Salah is leaving at the end of the season, and he didn't play any minutes in that 2-0 loss to PSG in the Champions League. Vinny, release your ball. What is... This boy is very annoying. What kind of ball are you playing? For God's sake. What is wrong with Vinicius? If you want to shoot, you shoot. If you want to pass, you pass. Don't hold on to the ball for too long. What thing they do this boy? Eh? This is what you're doing that is just costing the team. If you want to pass, you pass. Eh? What's the meaning of all this nonsense? Sometimes can be playing very, very annoying game. Paco says I have to go. Alright, Paco. Do have an amazing night, brother. Thank you very much. Imanzari says, for me, I'm a City fan. He is like mid. Who are you saying is mid? Ahmedi says, I forgot who won in 2003 Ballon d'Or. I think 2003... I think it was Pavel Nedved. Yeah, I think it was Nedved 2003. 2002 was Ronaldo Nazario. 2003 was Pavel Nedved. 2004 was Shevchenko. 2005 Ronaldinho. 2006 was Fabio Cannavaro. 2007 Kaká. 2008 Ronaldo. 2009 Messi. 2010, 11 and 12 was also Messi. Yeah, then 13. I think it was 13 and 14 that Ronaldo won. I think it was 2013 and 14 Ronaldo won it. Messi won 2015. Falal says, I will go to sleep. Bye. Alright, Falal, thank you very much. See you tomorrow morning for the morning show. Do have an amazing night. What's the time now in Saudi Arabia? Falal, what's the time in Saudi Arabia now? What? Why not turn and play this ball direct, guy? What's up with these guys? What is Madrid doing in this game? I don't understand what Madrid is doing in this game, honestly. I don't understand them. Just missing too many chances. Mariam says, bye, Falan. Okay, you're from Dubai. Oh, I thought you were actually in Saudi Arabia. But Saudi Arabia and Dubai have the same time zone, right? I've been to Dubai, I think I've been to Dubai about 3 times. Yeah, I've been to Qatar, I've been to Dubai, but I've not been to Saudi Arabia before. BJM says, Pavel Nedved entire Puerto Rico history. Ahmed says, Nedved respect, but bro, Thierry Henry. Mariam says, haha, Falal is in the UAE, not Saudi Arabia, noble. Okay, I actually thought he was... Okay, I was actually taking him to be someone else. There's another person from Saudi Arabia. I'm trying to remember the guy's name. Yeah. Falal, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you? Falal. Falal says it's 12:19 a.m. Okay, 12:19. Yeah, we are 4 hours ahead of you guys. Yeah, I remember. Dubai is 4 hours behind China time. Okay, Falal says it's 16. All right. You're still a young boy. That's good. Bijami says, no losing ball knowledge, little bro. I'm your older brother. Yeah, Mariam. Mariam, your brain is working very well. Mariam says, Majid is a Saudi person. Yeah, Mariam, you're very correct. Yeah, it's Majid that I was actually trying to think about. Yeah. Mbappe, what is going on, Kylian? You are just so eager to score and you're missing chances. Ahmed says, Vinny good, but needs to stop complaining. He's for rage. Is he rage baiting? Vinny is just playing so selfish tonight. Honestly, he's been so selfish in his game tonight, and I don't really get it. The only James says my opinion. Noel Renson says Real Madrid is cooked. Madrid is winning, but the game is not over yet. They can still score more goals in the game, and also they can still draw it. Madrid is one team that you really cannot predict them 100%. Yeah, you can predict what the outcome of their game will be, and they will just what I said it, guys. I was just talking about Madrid being an unpredictable team. Look at that goal from Lema. Boy, what the F was that? Guys, look at that screamer. This goal is, man, this goal is fantastic. Lema. What? Man, this goal is something else. I was just saying this, that Madrid is supposed to have scored at least 3 or 4 more goals in this game, but they've been missing their chances. And I was just saying that Madrid is very, very much unpredictable. You don't even know what to get out of them. And look at this screamer from Lema. Boy, man, this is a fantastic goal. Ooh, damn, that's a fantastic goal, honestly. This is one for the highlight. This goal is one for the highlight, guys. Honestly, it is. Imanzari says, can't wait to see the highlights. Bro, if you see the highlights of this goal, there is no complaint there. Yeah, the goal is fantastic. Ahmedi says, Xabi Alonso, where are you now? Was it all in my fantasy? Where are you now? It's all an imaginary. Falal says, I'm 16 BGME. BGME says, wait, bro, you see the 9, he's definitely 9 years. BGME, Falal is older than you. He's 1 year, right? Or 2 years older than you. Adagule coming on. Madrid have been missing too many chances in this game. And I've been saying it. Score your goals. Score your goals. Defenders allowing him to shoot from that angle is not nice. It's putting the goalkeeper in a very difficult situation. Mariam says, read my previous comment. Okay. Mariam says, the time difference between Egypt and Saudi Arabia is 1 hour. And between Egypt and UAE, it's 2 hours. Therefore, Saudi Arabia and UAE don't have the same time zone. I know this because my brothers, my father, and most of my family live in the Gulf countries. Okay. Yeah, I think, okay, it's Qatar. Okay, I think it's Qatar and Saudi Arabia that has the same time zone, right? Yeah, UAE, Dubai has a different time zone, yeah. Dubai is 1 hour ahead of Saudi Arabia and Egypt. Okay. Fair enough. Thank you very much for that, Mariam. Ahmedi says, do you miss Xabi Alonso Noble? With what Abelwa is doing, I don't want to say I miss him, but with what Abelwa is doing, honestly, I would have preferred a leave Alonso, yeah, than Abelwa what he's doing at Madrid right now. Honestly, I would prefer the leave Alonso. Yeah. Imanzari says Vinny has had a hard time deciding what to do when Vinny has the ball and when he pulls in from the field. Yeah, Vinny's decision making is very bad recently. He's been making very terrible decisions in terms of when to pass the ball or when to shoot or score, and it costs the team a lot many times. Madrid has had lots of chances in this game, honestly, Mariam says, you all have my respect. I'm older than all of you here. 19 years older than all of you. I'm even older than Noble himself. Bijami says, I saved Imanzari's career. The only James says, Noble, I saw this funny video when Mohamed Salah see where he's going to in the future and he goes to Al Nassr and he becomes the guy that makes to go most goals and Ronaldo becomes a false nine. I think the likely destination for him is Saudi Arabia. Al Nassr, I don't think so. Maybe when Ronaldo leaves, because I know Ronaldo wouldn't want to have Salah at Al Nassr because Ronaldo has a very, very big say in the transfer of Al Nassr. So I don't think he's going to want Salah in Al Nassr. Yeah, he would want Salah to be in the Saudi Pro League, right? But coming to Al Nassr, I don't think he will want that. Ahmedi says, bro, Abelwa was already had a 2-match losing streak before he even came to Madrid. He was in charge of the B team, the Castilla team, right? Abelwa. Because Abelwa for me is still an amateur, honestly. Will Tracy says, Noble, what time is the morning show? The morning show is usually 6 a.m. UK time. But for a couple of days, I've been doing it around 7 a.m. UK time because I've been trying to get enough rest. Yeah, so tomorrow, I want to try and see if I can do it for 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. Yeah, but I'll try my best to do it for 6 a.m. because Arsenal has an early kickoff tomorrow. Yeah, Arsenal has an early kickoff tomorrow. So let's see how that goes. The only James says, and Ronaldo didn't like that, so he forced him to leave and went to rival club, but he thought it was Al Hilal and not Newcastle. So people called him a rat because he said he wouldn't go to an English club. Is it what's that guy's name from Aston Villa? John Duran. I think he's still an Al Nassr player, but he's on loan. Goulet. Yeah, he's still an Al Nassr player. He went on loan to, is it Fenerbahce? He's not in Al Nassr right now. He's on loan. Mariam says Cristiano told Al Nassr's management not to sign Salah because it would be difficult to have 2 stars like them on the same team. It would be a conflict. Ronaldo definitely is bigger than Mohamed Salah, right? And I don't think that's even the case because Ronaldo wanted Salah to, Mane to come to Al Nassr. And looking at the reason I think Ronaldo wouldn't want Salah is because Salah's game has actually dropped and Ronaldo needs players that can still deliver for Al Nassr that, let's say, much younger, even if not much younger, but at least they still have something in the tank. Mbappe, that's too soft. That's not a penalty, Mbappe. It's not a penalty. Ismail Akbak says, hi, bro. Ismail, nice to have you back, brother. Welcome back. Welcome back. Guys, let's push the likes to 20. We are currently on 16 likes. Let's get it up. It's still 1-1, 70 minutes. Yeah, Madrid is trying to bottle this game, honestly. They are trying to lose or draw this game. Let's get the likes up, guys. Let's get it up. We are 3 likes away from 20. So if you haven't liked the stream, let's get the likes up, guys. Let's get it up. Have you read the papers? Do you hear what they say? A rising unemployment, cost of living every day is getting high. Another since Obama in a bus with a team kit. Ooh, it kinda makes me wonder what is true whenever did. Yet we still go to church and sing shout to the Lord. And we lift up holy hands. And we're reading His word. Now I'm sitting by my piano. with nothing to play. Man, what is Madrid doing in this game, sir? Man, Madrid is just a mess right now, man. But that doesn't change the fact that God is God anyways. The only James says, like and subscribe, and I hope you had a good birthday, Mariam. Yeah, guys, let's get the likes up. We are currently on 18 likes. Let's get it up to 20. Let's get the likes up to 20, guys. Imanzari says 2-0, 4-0. We are the Blue Moon. OMG, you are Man United and you keep saying it. Blue Moon, Blue Moon. Yeah, this game now. Madrid is not serious in this game. Just missing chances here and there. Very annoying. Mariam says, spare me Noble from singing. Yeah, I just feel good anytime I sing, and it's just a nice feeling. Vinny. Brahim. Nah, Kamavinga. Why even try to stop that ball? Look at the noise. The noise has gone to pass that ball to his opponent. Why not allow that ball to go through it? Ahmed says, unpopular opinion, I don't think Haaland will ever win a Ballon d'Or in his career. The season that he was supposed to win it, they gave it to Lionel Messi. Yeah, it's going to be very difficult for him to win it right now. Yeah, it's going to be very difficult. That's a foul ball. Ooh, Abelwa, that land, not Abelwa, Carvajal. Yeah, that landing wasn't good. Falal says, we'll go to sleep. Alright, Falal Alawal, good night, brother. Do have an amazing sleep, bro. And see you for the stream tomorrow. Imanzari says, I will go. I am not in the top 5, right? How many times to be top 5? It's not really about counting how many times. It's there are people who have been very consistent in the past 2 months and 3 months as well. Yeah, and I don't really count. Maybe this person has been live once or twice now. For example, maybe when you come live, you might see BJami or Mariam or Falal or AM Edit or Toxic Edit or Cool One. Yeah, sometimes it's not like everybody spends up to 30. Some people spend 1 hour, some people spend 30 minutes, some people stay throughout the stream. So it depends on when the person has free time, right? So I'm not really counting this person is on this number of occasions and all that now. The only James says, I can't wait a month, please. Bijami says, James at the end of the month. Imanzari says, have to sleep, love you all. Yeah, thank you very much, Imanzari. Do have an amazing night rest. Nah, that's not a good pass. Zaragule. Oh boy, Madrid. This game is looking like a draw, and I saw lots of chances from Madrid in this game, honestly, but they've missed a lot of chances. This strike from Valverde, 4.9% possibility of scoring. Yeah, fantastic goal from Fede Valverde. Ahmed says, I'm here, but I not get more, though I not beg. Yeah, Ahmed has been very consistent. Yeah, very, very consistent. I think what happened that period I gave moderation, within those weeks, I would say Ahmed was not active in those periods. Yeah, I think that was one of the reasons. Yeah, but Ahmed has been very consistent on the channel for a very long time. Yeah. Look at the second goal for this guy has wasted it. Corner kick, okay. Corner for Girona. Ahmed says, before then I was consistent. La Liga is saying goodbye to Real Madrid. Yeah, like I said, before then you were very, very consistent. You were in the top 2, top 3 then. You, BG Ami, Mariam, Anthony the GOAT. Yeah, you guys were very, very consistent. Madrid, if they draw this game, then they should just kiss bye-bye to La Liga. Yeah, because it's all over for them if they lose or draw this game. Valverde, that looks like a red card. Yeah, it's a yellow card. That's a very, very bad tackle from Valverde. Yeah, that's a very bad tackle from him. Guys, let's get the likes up to 20. Let's get the likes up to 20. Football Crazy says Arsenal winning the league. Ooh, that's a bad tackle, Fede Valverde. That's a bad tackle. Yeah, for sure. Football Crazy. Arsenal is definitely winning the league. Yeah, I think Arsenal is winning it. If they don't, then it's going to be a very big problem for Mikel Arteta, honestly. Bijami says, in my opinion, I don't care who have how many XP. Amanzari says I can be up to 5 minutes. Alright, thank you very much, Amanzari. Guys, if you're on the stream and you're yet to hit the like button, kindly like the stream and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Free kick for Girona against Real Madrid. It's very close. If this guy can convert it, then Madrid is in problem. What kind of free kick is this? I don't understand that pattern, honestly. I don't understand that pattern. Mariam says, Noble, I'm sad. I can't find anyone to bother me now. My niece has returned to Cairo. What should I do? I'll wait for Ahmad when he comes back from Saudi Arabia. Okay, Cairo. Nah, it's... maybe you just have to wait for any of your siblings to be around, yeah. Since you're just alone right now. Yeah, I think you should just wait for any of your siblings to come back. Alex Moreno. Ahmedi says, who invited Kelleher? Nay, she doesn't deserve. Who is Kelleher? Is it that was Bijami's name he changed after Ireland lost to Czechia. Nice one, Mbappe. You guys should go and score more. I don't understand what you guys are doing tonight. Dean Huijsen in good position, but you can't do anything with the ball. Bijami says everyone has chance to be mod until the end of the month. Everyone should still push. Bijami says not mod by begging. Ahmedi says Bijami, does Kelleher deserve moderator? Bijami was the Kelleher. Chomeni coming on. Kamavinga coming off as well. Mendy coming on to replace Fran Garcia. I think Fran Garcia is not doing well in the game, honestly. He's not doing well in the game. Will Tracy says Bijami is not the main guy. Imanzari says Abelwa to the trash can. Here we go all night. Alright, too much now, my bad, bro. Abelwa, I think he's just an average coach. Yeah, he's an amateur. That's the right word to even use for him. Yeah, I know the chances missed are not his fault. Yeah, Madrid has missed lots of chances in this game. I wouldn't blame Abelwa for the chances they were missed. But yeah, I definitely expected more from Madrid tonight. Mariam says, I have an older sister, but I'm the one who annoys her. She doesn't annoy me. I'll look for someone to annoy me from among my cousins. Haha. Alright. Why is Arnold not in the game? Corner kick. The referee gave a corner kick. 10 more minutes for Madrid to get a win. Madrid struggling to win Girona at the Bernabeu. Madrid this season is just something else, honestly. I don't know. Abelwa have been saying it. He shouldn't have taken over the reins of affairs from Xabi Alonso. Goalkeeper, catch that ball. One catch now. Gogon Pop says, I now your house, bro. Noble View TV. Vinny, pass the ball. Look at what Vinny is. Beautiful nonsense. What is this boy doing? Beautiful rubbish. You sat him down on the floor. Pass the ball for your teammate to score. Now you want to dribble another person. This guy plays some sort of annoying football. Very selfish. Bring out the ball. Oh my God. Vinny Jr. The only gem says, but I'll be active, so someone. Frank says, don't worry, Real Madrid will score. Keep the faith. Bro, Madrid this period is just so annoying to watch. Yeah. Take Vinny off. Bring in Gonzalo. Is it Gonzalo Garcia is his name? I don't know what Vinny. Even Mbappe is playing nonsense in this game. Edit says, let's support the other side of Madrid Noble. Definitely I'm supporting Atletico in the Champions League against Barcelona. That's for sure. Yeah. I hope that they will bring their A game. Yeah, I hope they bring their A game, honestly. Mbappe, I said Mbappe. Vinny Jr. is just playing games that are very, very annoying. Honestly. Very annoying game. You already sat that guy on the floor. Why not bring that ball out? You are pushing to bring another person to the ground. BGME says, Noble, will you do a special stream when you and I choose mods from active people, such an audition? Nah, I'm not doing that, BGME. I'm not doing that. Who is there? Nah, Carvajal, no, nah. Hey, what is wrong with you guys? 83 minutes, you guys are struggling to score. Imanzari says, Vinny is too bad that he can be the best. Gonzalo Garcia, honestly, Madrid is a cause for concern. What is Brahim Diaz still doing here? Oh my God. This falls, is it false 9 or false winger that they are playing on that right side? I don't understand. Mastantuono, it's been a very long time I saw him. I don't know if he's still injured. Bilal Ziane says, bro, Vinny is sometimes good, sometimes shit. Yeah, Vinny is very, very inconsistent. Bilal, very, very inconsistent. And his games recently has been annoying me. Like, I've been very, very, very annoyed with his style of play. Gogon Pop says, Asiana Airlines flight 214-672103. 2013. Are you a pilot or an air hostess or a host? Which one are you? Will Tracy says, BGME is not tough. Mariam says, Edit, what is the meaning of haram ball? Just look at the faces of the Madrid fans in the stadium. It is very, very disappointing. You pay lots of monies to come watch your team play, and they are playing this nonsense. It's very, very annoying. Very annoying. That means in the last 3 games, Madrid has not won a match. Yeah, that's what it means. In the last 3 games, they lost their, was it Osasuna? I think it was Osasuna that Madrid lost to. Yeah, I think it was Osasuna. After they came back from international break, after that game, they went to play Bayern at the same Bernabeu, and they lost. Now, Bernabeu again to Girona. You can't win. It's a shame to Madrid, honestly. It's a big shame. Oh boy. Adagule, those passes, find them out for me. Find them passes for me, Adagule. Guys, we are still on 18 likes. Let's get the likes to 20. We have 10 people watching the stream. Let's get the likes up, guys. Ole ku. Vini. Mbappe. Carvajal. What sort of ball is this now? What sort of ball is this? Danny Carvajal. Is it Carvajal or Valverde? Look at that pass from Valverde. Fede Valverde. Mbappe missed this one again. Man, Mbappe has been missing chances of late. Yeah, and I don't like that. Ole cool. Tell me something where I know fit to. Mariam says, I don't know meme in English. I know a lot of memes, but in Arabic. Oh, Mariam, you are typing a lot in English language today. You've paused on your Arabic typing. Joseph Ntwiga says Girona ain't losing here. Bro, it's just a very, very annoying game from Madrid, honestly. Look at Vini. Referee, don't give that as a foul, please. This his game is just annoying me tonight. Vini and Mbappe just playing absolute nonsense. Missing too many chances. Vini doesn't know when to pass the ball. The only James says, who assisted Ronaldo's bicycle kick? Noble, I want to see if you know. It's definitely Carvajal. Yeah, it was Danny Carvajal. The referee says no penalty. Ooh, that's a good one. It's Carvajal that assisted Ronaldo for that bicycle kick. Yeah, it was him. Nah, Ferland Mendy. It's only Valverde that can make that run. Valverde don't have that injury. Bayern is coming. It's only Valverde that can actually track that way. Will Tracy says, I go live every day at 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Alright, Will Tracy, what content do you create? Vini, stand up. Referee, what are you even giving Vini a foul for? Vini's game is just annoying me today. Mariam says, yes, because they won't understand me if I write in Arabic. I write in Arabic to communicate with you and English to communicate with the chat. Okay, yeah, I definitely do understand you. Mbappe, I think it was a hand to his face. I think it was that hand to his face that he was clamoring for the penalty. Gogon Pop says, I live in Germany. Okay, which part of Germany do you live in? Do you mean live in Munich? Or Berlin? Which part of Germany? Or is it Frankfurt? I think VAR is going to check for penalty. Yeah, VR is going to check for penalty. Okay, I think it's a penalty because the guy's arm hit Mbappe's face. And that actually brought him down. Yeah, I think it's going to be a penalty. Okay, the referee said VAR told him no penalty. It's crazy. Ahmed says, Noble, when you play football, you look like Romelu Lukaku. I get that a lot. Many people are saying Lukaku, some are saying Pogba, some are saying Semenyo, some Rudiger. Different people with different opinions, by the way. But yeah, the game yesterday, I wasn't fully fit. Yeah, I wasn't fully fit for that game yesterday, and I was really upset with the outcome of the game. Yeah, BJM, no penalty. The referee said no penalty. Bilale says, no, Noble is better than Lukaku. Mariam says, yes, Bilale, you can understand me for sure. Will you understand me if I wrote in Egyptian accent, Bilale? Bilale is Algerian, definitely understands Arabic. The Arabic of Algeria, is it different from that of Egypt? That an Egyptian will not understand the character. Will says, I do same content as you. Alright, Will Tracy. Will, is it? I don't know if okay, Tracy. Will is a guy's name, but Tracy is a female name. So are you a male or a female? Will Tracy. AM Edit says, Noble, do you do more football live streams, brother? Are you saying I do more or I should do more live stream? Okay, you are male. Alright, okay. Bilale says, yeah, of course, everyone Arab would understand you. Okay, Mariam, you've heard what Bilale said. That if you write it, every Arab person definitely will understand you. Mbappe. Where is Gonzalo Garcia? No, Mbappe now. No now. Wetin dey do you guys? What is wrong with you guys now? Wetin dey sup? Omo Bijami says, Noble, please read my last comment as dictator. Maybe you can send it back because I think I skipped a lot of messages. Bijami says, I actually feel like a big person with my profile picture. Bijami. You're very funny. Mariam says, the Algerian, Moroccan, and Tunisian dialects are the most difficult for me. How do you speak, Bilal? Okay, you're saying that Algerian, Tunisian, and Moroccan dialects are more difficult than the Egyptian one. Okay. Mbappe, that's... But I think the referee should have given this as a penalty. It was an elbow to Mbappe's face. He should have gone to VAR to check it. At least. Get a second opinion. Get a clearer view of that. He should have gone to the VAR to check it. Bijami says, I'm dictator Mbappe, bro. Bilale says, yeah, I know, but the problem is we understand you. Mariam says, the famous Algerian phrase, Bilale means brotherhood or brotherhood. Yes, that's the problem. You understand us, but it's a bit difficult for us. What do you think is the reason? Okay, it's difficult for you Egyptians to understand the Algerians, Tunisians, and Moroccans. Will Tracy says, I'm going to the Manchester match against Leeds. Alright, Will Tracy. Will Tracy, how old are you? How old are you, Will Tracy? Bijami says, I need to go buy Noble. Have good night. Alright, Bijami, do have a blessed night, bro. Ooh. Mbappe. Do have an amazing night, Bijami. Guys, let's get the likes up to 20. We are currently on 18 likes. Mbappe. Madrid. I don't understand you guys tonight. 3 games, not winning 1. Madrid is shocking. Okay, Will Tracy says he's 25. Alright. Are you in Manchester or you are in London? Mbappe has gone to the wing. I've been looking for Gonzalo Garcia. I've not even seen him since he came on. Yeah, throw the ball to Valverde on time, please. Rizwana Jamil says, both fish. Rizwana Jamil, welcome back. Will Tracy, how long have you been doing football content? Pass the ball on time now. Yeah, the Arsenal man. Yeah, says Spurs in the relegation zone. Yeah, I was very, very surprised when I saw that. Look at Vinny. Look at Vinicius. What he's doing here. Look at what Vinicius is doing. This guy is, will I say Vinny is playing haram ball or what? West Ham won 4-0. Wow. Man, this is a very, very solid win for West Ham against Wolves. 4-0 victory. Spurs are deep into the relegation zone. What? Wow. Are you kidding me? Wow. West Ham 4-0 against Wolves. Wow, this is a statement win for West Ham United. Man, Madrid is dead. Madrid is dead. Imagine Madrid. 3 games. Arbeloa deserves to get a sack. This guy deserves a sack. In 3 games, you are not able to win even one. I think the last league game before this one was Osasuna, if I'm not mistaken. They lost to that Osasuna game was a 2-1 loss. The Bayern game was a 2-1 loss, and this one at the Bernabeu again 1-1 draw, unable to win. It's crazy, honestly. Will Tracy says I've been doing it for 3 years. Really? That means you must have very, very huge fan base. How many subscribers do you have now on YouTube? Will Tracy. Man, Madrid is shocking. You can't win any game in the past 3 games you've played in all competitions. It's very, very disappointing for Madrid. And I said this, Arbeloa, I think he deserves a sack. Honestly, he deserves a sack. Rizwana Jamil says, it's my birthday. Okay, Rizwana Jamil, happy birthday to you, bro. And I wish you the best. And also, may you achieve your dreams and your goals in life. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I hope you went for a birthday party. Mariam says, every time I see an Algerian, I remember Cheb Khalid and his song, Ha ha ha, oui c'est la vie la la la. But it sounded like a French song. Mariam says, happy birthday to you, bro. Bilale says, yeah, I remember when c'est la vie was a trend. Ahmedit says, Albacete ruined Arbeloa. Honestly, I think Arbeloa should just be sacked, because I really don't understand the nonsense he's doing here. Sincerely, I don't understand. Yaya says, my birthday is in 6 months. Can I get a happy birthday, please? Yaya, your birthday is in 6 months. That should be in October, right? Okay, mine is in September. Yeah, my birthday is in September. Happy birthday 6 months in advance. Yeah. Serious fan bar says Noble doesn't like trolls on his channel. Nah, I don't have an issue with anyone that wants to troll, right? But one thing I don't like on my channel is when you spam. It's really, really annoying. Honestly, I don't like it when people spam my channel. It's very, very annoying. Will Tracy says 20k. Wow, that's huge. That's a huge followership and fan base. Yeah, I'm very, very happy for you. 20k is not easy, bro. Yeah, it's not easy, because I've been doing this for about, would I say, 6 months now, right? And I've gotten over 2k plus, about 2,000, almost 2,400. Yeah, so I know it's not easy getting 20k. Yeah, for sure, it's not easy getting 20k. Your Daily Mouse says, hi, Nobu. Yeah, hi, bro. Serious Fanbar says, Nobu is wearing the Michael Owen Real Madrid shirt. Bilale says, yeah, it's in French, but Chap Khalid is Algerian singer. I don't know if I'm trying to wrap my head around that song, if it's a song I can remember. But I'm not good with French songs, by the way. Ahmed says, Noble, let's get back in time and congratulate Lewandowski for his 2020 Ballon d'Or win. That's why I no longer have interest in that Ballon d'Or award, honestly, because the robbery in the past years have been shocking, so I have no interest in it anymore, honestly. Will Tracy, you're a Man United fan, right? Mariam says, yes, French is a fundamental language in Morocco, Algeria, and Tunisia. Really? So Algerians, Moroccans, and Tunisians speak French very well. That's the first time I'm hearing that, honestly. It's the first time. I thought they only speak Arabic like Egyptians. Serious Famba says, it is not your channel, it is YouTube's channel. I don't know. I don't know what this guy's problem is. This serious fan bat. Serious Famba says you can get good views if you cover the actual biggest club in Britain instead of Man United. So which club in your opinion you are saying is the biggest club in Britain other than Man United? Let me know the club you are referring to. Yaya says Arsenal. Will Tracy says I'm a United fan. Alright, Will Tracy. Maybe one of these days we can actually do a collab. Will Tracy. Maybe we can discuss more on Instagram, by the way. You can add me up on Instagram, then we can actually talk. One of these days we can actually do a collab, or maybe go live together on your channel or on my channel, depends. Ahmed says, Noble would look great in Atletico Madrid jersey as well. Yeah, I think I forgot to get an Atletico jersey for that second leg, but I will try and see if I can actually get the Atletico jersey before that game. I want them to knock Barcelona out for me. Honestly, I want them to knock Barcelona out, because Barcelona is one team I don't want anywhere close to the Champions League. I don't want to see them anywhere close to it. Mariam says, Bilale, haha. Bilale says, yeah, we do, but lately Algeria is trying to make French less. Me, myself, are bad at French. Okay. Honestly, it is the first time I'm hearing that Algeria, Morocco, and Tunisia, they speak French. I'm very, very surprised to hear it. Honestly, I am. Yaya says Everton is the biggest team in Britain. The average height of their squad is around 185 cm. Yeah, Everton have some tall guys in their team. The likes of Michael Keane, Tarkowski, what's this guy's name? This guy that Man United wanted to sign. This young defender, what's that his name? What is this? Is it Brantwaite? Yeah, Brantwaite is a very tall guy. Who else? There are other defenders there that are also very tall. Now, Everton have very, very tall guys. Yeah. Will Tracy says, yeah, sure. Alright, Will Tracy, just add me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is nobles_view. Just send me a message on Instagram, then we can actually kick it from there. Yaya says, yeah, but the Barca vs Arsenal semi would be amazing. The attack against our defense. Yeah, for football's sake, I'm not going to lie, the Arsenal Barcelona semi-final and PSG Bayern semi-final would be amazing. But I know if Barcelona play that game against Arsenal, they might win Arsenal, because that left wing of Arsenal, I don't see someone that will be capable of marking Yamal off, and Yamal might do do Arsenal dirty. So, because Arsenal is not playing very well right now. So, if Arsenal were in the same form they were earlier on in the season, then I wouldn't have a problem Arsenal facing them. But honestly, at this point, nah, I don't trust. I don't trust the Arsenal team right now. I don't trust them honestly. But let's see. Personally, I would want Atletico to knock Barcelona out of the Champions League. But let's see what happens. Bilale says, I know Mohamed Ramadan and Amro Diab Mariam. Mariam says, I don't hear that Arabic is their primary language. They are Arabs, but they are also proficient in French due to their long-standing exposure to French culture. Okay. Bilale says, okay, I already read that out. Yaya says, I think Arsenal would show for that game. It's the game they need right now. Bilale says, bro, a game between Atletico Madrid and Arsenal will be ultimate haram ball ever. Yeah, I do agree with you because Atletico play a very, very annoying football. Atletico Madrid, their game annoys me so badly. Like, I don't like Diego Simeone's style. I don't like it. He's been there for years, but he's not achieved. I think it's just the Europa League he won and the Super Cup, right? Yeah, he won the league once in, is it 13 years or 14 years? He's been at Atletico for a very long time. And he's, if I'm not mistaken, the highest paid manager. Maybe slightly behind Pep, or he's actually the highest paid manager in the world right now. So I don't really fancy Diego Simeone, honestly. Ahmedi says, bro, Arsenal vs Atletico needs to happen. That's what I would want to happen. But ideally, banter aside and sentiment aside, the semi-final I would want is Arsenal against Barcelona, Bayern against PSG. Yeah, because I know Madrid this season, in as much as I support Madrid, right? Madrid this season is very bad. And if they manage to ease past Bayern, I don't think they will ease past PSG. So the most ideal semi-final I think we will have is Bayern against PSG, Arsenal against Barcelona. That's going to be the best semi-final in a very, very long time. Yeah, it's going to be the best in a very long time. And the last time I think we had this type of semi-final was in 2009. Man United played Arsenal in the semi-final. Was it 2-9? Okay, it was 2009. Man United played Barcelona in the semi-final. No, played Arsenal in the semi-final of the Champions League. Then played, I think Chelsea played against Barcelona, right? Yeah, and Barcelona won Chelsea. They played Man United in the final. So I think it's going to be very, very fantastic to have Arsenal, Barcelona, PSG, Bayern. Let's see. Oleku, tell me something where I know fit to. Alright, guys, let's get the likes up. Let's get it. Also, for the Arsenal game, Arsenal has a kickoff tomorrow. Yeah, Arsenal has an early kickoff tomorrow. So I'm going to be live for the morning show and later on for the Arsenal game. Ahmed says, bro, I think Atletico Madrid might win the UCL this year with all haram ball. Nah, Atletico, nah, I don't think so. Mariam says, Oleku, tell me something where I no fit do. Ahmed, okay, I already read that out. Emmy Witt says, blind Madrid. Yeah, Madrid is terrible. Yeah, very, very terrible. Bilale says, bro, it will become the Haram League. Yeah, well, let's see what Tuesday and Wednesday is going to hold for the Champions League. Who is going to push to the next round, the semi-finals? Let's see. Mariam says, tell me something. Yaya says, don't write off Sporting yet. No one expected them to beat Astro FC. I think Sporting, if they had gotten a draw or possibly won that game in Portugal, then they would stand a very strong chance. But at this point, I don't think they stand a chance against Arsenal at the Emirates. But let's see what happens, though. It's still very much open. It's not given yet that Arsenal is already in the semi-finals. It's just one goal lead. And if Sporting scores first, then the pressure will be on Arsenal. Fesaki says, bro, Kante or Ika Gundogan? Kante and Gundogan are different profiles of players, so I don't think it's ideal to compare the both of them. Yeah, I don't think it's ideal. Mariam says, Noble, spare me from this song. Ahmed says, Atletico win versus Barca and Arsenal beat Sporting. Atletico Madrid versus Arsenal semis and other semis PSG Madrid versus Atletico final. Atletico will win all haram ball tactics. Well, Atletico can qualify to the semi-finals because they have advantage against Barcelona. But remember, Barcelona can still beat them 2-0 or 3-0 to qualify. Okay, Barcelona beating them 2-0 would take the game into extra time. 3-0 will be automatic qualification. Bilale says Arsenal are bad lately at their stadium, might see a surprise. Yeah, you do have a point, but the only way Arsenal might lose that game against Sporting is if Arsenal draw to Bournemouth on Saturday or lose that match against Bournemouth. Then it's going to affect the players' mentality. That's the only way I see Arsenal losing to Sporting. Yeah, but if Arsenal beats Bournemouth, yeah, I think it's going to give them a boost against Sporting for the second leg. Will Tracy says, okay, bro, I'll see you tomorrow morning for the morning show. All right, Will Tracy, thank you very much. Do have an amazing night rest, bro. Fesaki says, you are king, bro. Thank you very much, Fesaki. Yaya says, if Arsenal play Atleti, it will be like when we got Villarreal in the semis in 2006. Well, I know it's not going to be as easy as the first game Arsenal played against Atletico was earlier on this season. I think it was a 4-0 victory, right? The first half was very, very well contested, but immediately after Arsenal scored the goal, I think in the second half, they just bombarded Atleti with lots of goals. And I think Arsenal used, was it a set piece to open up Atletico? And they bombarded them with goals from open play. So I don't think it's going to be that easy for Arsenal if they meet Atletico in the semi-finals. But I definitely do think Arsenal can beat them to go to the finals. Bilale says that boost might be a downfall for them too. But yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's well, let's see how it goes. Let's see. Yaya says, I think Real could knock out Bayern. Man, if Real are firing on all cylinders, then I would say that's very much likely and easy. But man, I don't know. Madrid at this point, they have been shocking. Yeah, they have been shocking, honestly. They've been very, very shocking. They couldn't win Girona at the Bernabeu. They lost, I think, or Sasuna, the previous league match. They lost to Bayern. So for 3 games now, no win for Madrid. That's not good. Ahmed says, I'm supporting Madrid in UCL, but not the white. All right. Definitely Atletico. Mariam says, Noble, look for the songs Où c'est la vie by Khalid and Mafia by Mohammed Ramadan. You won't understand anything, I know that, but they are good and I know you won't as usual. Honestly, Mariam, I'm not sure I will, but if I'm able to do that, I'll definitely let you know and tell you what I think about their songs. Bilal says, I'm kind of hating on Arsenal. I know I just hate their play style. Which team do you support, Bilal? Is it Bilal or Bilal? Which team do you support? Yeah, Arsenal has a lot of haters, yeah. And it's because the way they they come out and say some stuff on the internet. Mariam says, believe me, I know you won't. Alright, let's see if I will or I will not. Let's see. Mariam says, you have a superhuman memory, man. AM Edit says, Noble, just change your predictions of Arsenal and Liverpool games, my man. Liverpool will never score again. I think Liverpool is going to struggle in that game. They might end up losing, but I don't see Liverpool winning against Fulham this weekend. It's going to be a very tough one for Liverpool, of course. All right, guys, I need to go now. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for the morning show, and also later tomorrow afternoon for the early kickoff of the weekend Arsenal game tomorrow against Bournemouth at the Emirates. So let's see. As Bilale says, I support Madrid, of course, but in England, Manchester City because of Mahrez, but before I was supporting Chelsea. Okay, yeah, Riyad Mahrez. Yeah, Riyad Mahrez is one player that has one of the best first touches in football. Yeah, Riyad Mahrez, with that, his control is very much close to Zidane's. Yeah, Riyad Mahrez, Berbatov, and Zidane, when it comes to first touch, those guys were wicked with it. Mariam says, okay, goodbye, Noble. See you later, bro. Mamouche. Yeah, good night, Mariam. Yeah, Mamouche is also decent, but recently he's not been playing very well. So, maybe next season he's going to do better, or in the World Cup he might perform better. Ahmedi says, before you go, there are some Arsenal fans who are debating, will people get into Arsenal team ahead of Martinelli? Bro, Martinelli for me this season, even outside this season, I personally do not rate Martinelli. I don't. Yeah, his style of play, I don't like it. He always puts his head down. He can't dribble past a player 1v1. He just does the stuff Rashford does or Dan James. Just run into space with the ball and that's it. Also, Anthony Elanga. I don't like those type of wingers. But I'm not his biggest fan. So that's just it for me. Alright, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow morning for our morning show, and also for the live watch along in the Premier League. And also, I think Barcelona has a game tomorrow, right? Chelsea has a game against Manchester City. That's the biggest game of the weekend. Yeah, I think Chelsea is going to get some beatings from Manchester City. Mariam says, Mamouche loves to joke around a lot. Look up what Mamouche did to Ashraf Hakimi in the Morocco vs Morocco match. It was hilarious. Okay. Bilale says, I know he's still doing great at Al Ahly in Saudi, but in Algeria, not national team, he's not like before, and he always look like he play forcefully. Okay, man, see you tomorrow. Yeah, I think Mahrez's game has dropped. His age has caught up with him, and you can't expect the same performance from someone that has been top for, let's say, almost 10 years or more than 10 years. So it's normal. It's just human nature. All right, guys, I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care, guys, and thanks for the support. See you all. Bye.